Grand Rising. Grand Rising, everybody. How y'all doing? Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How is everybody doing this morning? If you could turn your cameras on, please do. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, everybody. How y'all doing? Grand Rising. Welcome, Buy Back the Block. How y'all doing this AM? Grand Rising. If you could switch your names, if it says iPhone, can you please put your name on your notification, please? Please tag yourself with your name. Grand Rising family, how y'all doing? What's going on, King Rich? What's going on, King Patrick? What's going on, King JR? How y'all doing this AM? Grand Rising Queens, Grand Rising Miss Nia, Grand Rising Queen Charisma, Grand Rising Queen Alana, how y'all doing out there? If you can, please put your cameras on. Grand Rising King Anderson. Okay, so listen, I need y'all to come off mute. We're going to get active. I'm Sunshine. I'm your accountability advisor. I want to welcome you to your accountability calls. So this is Buy Back the Block. This is your 5-day Buy Back the Block challenge. I want y'all, we coming in with high energy. I need everybody to come off mute. We're going to get this challenge started this morning with some accountability. I need everybody to come off mute and let's just make some noise, please. Let's go, family. Let's
get it. Let's get it.
Money making fun days. Money making fun days.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
$1 million Monday.
Good morning. How you doing?
Let's get it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Let's get it.
Good morning.
High energy, high income.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
go.
So this is the expectations that we have for y'all. So when you come in here in the mornings, I know some of y'all might be tired. We might be in different time zones, but I need everybody to come here with high energy. Y'all have 5 days. 5 days to literally come in here and give it all you got. We want to max out in these 5 days. These calls is about having accountability. You can go back on mute now, please. Go back on mute, everybody.
All right, what's my mute button?
You see it down at the bottom, towards the left.
You're muted, Queen Sunshine.
Yeah, I see that now. I was like, I'm talking to myself. Y'all got me talking to myself this morning. So this morning is all about giving yourself permission. So again, we're going to have the King Jordan. He's going to take y'all to new levels over the next 5 days. He's literally going to be teaching y'all how to get to the bag as far as affordable housing. I know tonight is pretty much about personal and business funding. And when you're in these challenges, it's going to be a lot of information. He gave a lot of information last night. Y'all should be really, really excited about the next 5 days. However, while this king is teaching you how to get to the bag with the information he's going to be giving you with that personal and business funding, these accountability calls, we're here to assist you in helping you get your mind right so that you don't fumble the bag. A lot of people don't think about how important your mindset is as you are trying to accomplish your goals. So do not skip this part. This is a very important part of the challenge. It's very important that you make sure that you show up for yourself for these accountability calls, because we're going to make sure that we work out that mind for y'all. So be sure to get here every day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I am Sunshine, your accountability advisor, and we are going to make sure that we hold you accountable to staying consistent and disciplined to your goals. So first and foremost, I'm about to bring up the man of the hour. He is co-founder of the Mailbox Millionaires Academy. He is a best-selling author of Becoming More Effective in Less Time. He is the founder of the Love Plus app. He is the one who makes sure that our mindsets are aligned with our assignment. He keeps us so mentally disciplined in every way that we need to be. I can honestly tell you, he has changed my life in so many ways, and so many of us. Once you literally get to be with this man, it is a life-changing experience. So I need everybody one more time to come off mute for the Sean, our mindset mogul, Sean Crumay. I need everybody to come off mute. Everybody. We need high energy. I want us to welcome our mindset mogul at this moment. Come off mute, come off mute, come off mute. Let's go, family. Let's
Let's
go.
get it. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out,
Let's
bring
get
them
it, let's
out,
get it,
bring
let's
them out,
get
bring
it.
them
Bring
out.
them up, bring
Get it,
them up, bring them up.
We ready, we ready, we
Get it.
ready, we
Where you
ready.
at,
Get
Coach
it.
Crew? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Let's
Big
go.
mindset.
Let's go.
What's going on? How we feeling today? How we feeling in the chat? Drop how we're feeling in the chat. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Sunshine. Appreciate you. All right, drop how you feeling in the chat, because we're getting ready to get this thing going, get this thing rolling. If you are excited for what JP is going to teach you day one, I want you to drop how you feel in the chat. If you are excited for what JP is going to give you that can transform your life, I want you to put something in the chat. So before we even get started, I just really want to say gratitude is the attitude. Some of y'all may not know me. Some of you may do know me, right? My role is to help you see difficulty differently, so that way you become more effective in less time. Who here wants to become more effective in less time? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you do. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. Like, I just want to know who I have right here. I want to build with everybody. I'm going to get to me in a little bit, because it could be weird. If some of you don't know me, you might go, who is this person up here teaching me? What qualifies him to tell me anything about my mindset, right? The biggest thing is, the more you get to know about yourself, the more you get to know about other people, right? A lot of times, what we want to focus on is getting to the bag. But what if we focus on the mindset? Before we can get our money right, we got to get our minds right. But you can get to the bag easily, but how do you not fumble the bag? How do you not misplace the bag? How do you not lose the bag, right? That's where I come in. I come to help you become the most valuable participant in your life, for you to see obstacles as opportunities, for you to see challenges as chances to show your greatness. Who's ready to show their greatness? If you're ready to show your greatness, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not, and you just want to sit on the wall, put a 2 in the chat. Please turn your cameras on. When we come in here with high energy. When we come in here, we ready to grow. We ready to glow. We come in here ready to understand that in order to get to another level, I got to become a better me. Everybody put a better me in the chat. Before I can become the next level of what I want to see, I got to become a better me. If I want to improve my finances, I got to become a better me. If I want to have better relationships with my significant other or my family, I got to become a better me. It's always going to come down to you being a better you. If that's clear, put a 1 in the chat. If that's not clear, put a 2 in the chat. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Like, I want to know who we have in the room. Do we have the best of the best? So if you're from, wherever you're from, put best from the state, right? Or best from the town or whatever, or your country. Like, wherever you're from, best of where? I want to know, because I want to know if I got the best of the best. All right, we got New York. Shout out to New York. I'm from New York. Shout out to Toronto. Let's go. I haven't been to Toronto yet, and it's right next to New York. I should just go to Toronto, right? Philly. What's up? What's up? We got Philly, Atlanta, and Miami. Yo, y'all like it warm. See, I'm with y'all with Atlanta, Miami. Sunshine be trying to hold me hostage in Atlanta. I told him, like, I'm not living in Atlanta. Stop it. I'll come through and I'll see you. But Miami now, I might go to Miami. Shout out to Philly, baby. All right, when we do our Philly meetup or we do our Pennsylvania meetup in Philly, come out to Philly. Shout out to my guy from Brooklyn. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. All right. So look, let me start sharing this screen so that way y'all can get to know me on a little personal level, but also so you can understand who you're here with, right? Because it's just not about just like getting game. It's also understanding who you're getting the game from. It's also understanding who is participating in your life. So let me share my screen. This is what I believe, y'all. I believe that the ancestors have chosen me, right? But I also believe that the ancestors have chosen you. If you believe that the ancestors have chosen you, I want you to put in the chat, the ancestors chose me. Now, what we're going to do for the first part is I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit, let you see who I am and all of these other things so that way you can see why I'm qualified to be able to speak to you, right? And then from there, we're going to build, right? We're going to build, we're going to grow, we're going to take our lives to the next level. If you're ready for transformation, put I'm chosen in the chat. If you're ready for transformation, put the ancestors chose me. If you're ready for transformation, put I'm ready in the chat. Because we got another level we can go to. I know you probably have been successful over here. I know you're probably the best of the best in your family. You're probably the one that goes out and invests into yourself. You're probably the one that has the goals and the dreams. You probably got the family members that's calling on you, that's saying, hey, look, I need this, I need that. But who's pouring into you? If you're ready to go to the next level, so you already got me snapping and clapping like a girl from Brooklyn. I told you, if I come up here and I do this, and when I'm speaking, it's on. Just know it's on. All right, just know it's on. Other than that, let's get ready to rock. So let me share my screen so that way we could build. Because who is this handsome gentleman up here talking this talk? Who's this handsome gentleman? All right, let me get to it. So I'll believe this. I believe you are the star of your movie. If I say anything that hits you, put the in the chat. Put M's in the chat for the All right. So before I became the Mindset Mogul, I had to actually level up my life. I had to recognize that good was no longer good enough. And I had to step into my power. See, some of y'all too busy being good. Yeah, how you feeling today? I'm good. How you feeling today? Yeah, I'm good. What you been doing? Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You are so busy being good and you forgot about your greatness. I know that hit some of you. You are so busy being good and you've forgotten about your greatness. I don't care how much money you made. I don't care any of that. I don't care what you've done in your title. You are so busy being good. Did you forget about your greatness? Is there another level that you can go to? So I just want you to realize you're the star of your movie. And it's not to put other people down, right? Because the other thing about it is other people are the star of their movies too. But when you come together, what happens? You co-star, right? When you come together, you co-star. Everybody put co-star in the chat. So just a little bit about me, losing my mom growing up, went to 7 different schools in 9 years. But I still graduated salutatorian, student athlete of the year, and all these other stuff. But it was a tumultuous time. There was a detrimental time in my life where I was doing graphics for Netflix and Roku. And I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days. Right? During this time, we already had acquired our first real estate deal. And the deal was a brownstone in New York City, where my brothers and I, we really put blood, sweat, equity into the property, and we amassed 6 figures the very first deal. Very first deal, we amassed 6 figures. And through this, a bunch of branches grew from this tree, right? The first branch that grew from the tree was acquiring business funding. So when we acquire business funding, it's thanks to one of my brothers, Jamel, who's our financial advisor, which he gets paid to do what he's been doing, right? He's been a person who could provide the financial structure of how to take your life to get to that next level. So the first thing that he and I did was look for an apartment. We got an apartment with business credit. We got an apartment with business credit, and then we used that apartment to create Airbnb. Everybody's familiar with Airbnb. So we did the room share Airbnb. We're in New York City, and this is the way that I started to figure out how to get paid to be myself and live in New York City for free. So during this time, I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days. I had something called gastroesophageal reflux disease. I mean, this was cancerous. Literally, as I mentioned, 55 pounds, 41 days, but I lost over a total of 83 pounds. So during this section, you know, I'm working at graphics and Netflix. I do graphics for Netflix and Roku. And what happens is they see me shrink up and they say, hey, look, take some time off, take some time off. So I took a month off, but just working from home. I took a month just working from home. I didn't really take time off. They said, oh, look, we got to come back. So I came back. I said, hey, look, I like working from home. They said, look, but we don't like you working from home because we can't tell if you're really doing the work or not. If you're just playing around. I said, all of my stuff is online, so I don't see what the big deal is. You know, they said, well, you got to make a choice. So I used my vacation days, right? I took every Monday and every Friday off. This is another blueprint hack. If y'all want to take this, I'm not telling you to quit your job or nothing. I'm just telling you. This was a strategy that I started to become more effective and less time with. So I took Mondays and Fridays off. And then from there, I worked 3 days a week, but I got paid for 5 days. I worked 3 days a week, got paid for 5 days, had a 4-day vacation, right? 4-day weekend, rather. That's what they would call it. 4-day weekend. How do you think I was living? Like, if I was getting paid for 5 days, I only worked 3 days, had a 4-day weekend, how do you think I was living? Was I living good? Let me know. Let me know. So along that journey, we started teaching people how to do business funding, started getting them acclimated to, you know, a little bit about the funding, how to work around your credit and buying whole residential flips and everything like that. And during this time, we started shooting a course. And we realized that it was all about becoming more effective in less time. It was all about creating strategic partnerships. So as you can see down here, this is me with the camera. I used to do my video photography and run it up, right? It's 35 millimeter, just so anybody don't know, that's a film camera, so we do film things. So this is one of our properties. I just want to show receipts. That's why I'm showing you this. I don't want to get up here, just be talking and giving you fluff because some of you do not know who I am. So I want to build that relationship with you and I want to give you some receipts. As you can see here, like, look closely. I'm just being myself. I'm not really, you know, asking them to leave me a review at all. That's not even happening. I don't even ask them to leave me a review. I do not care about the review because I was literally doing this because I always had people at my house. I always had people at my apartments. I always had people at my places. And one day I said, why don't we just get paid to be ourselves? And out of nowhere, Airbnb just popped up as an opportunity. I took it and I did it and it excelled at it, right? So as you can see, these are paragraphs. These are paragraphs. I'm not asking anybody to leave me anything. And you for a fact know for yourself, when you leave a review, you're probably not going to leave a paragraph unless it meant something to you, right or wrong. Just put a 1 in the chat if you relate. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't, right? So this is already who I am. Communication on 5. Have a master's in communication. Bachelor's in multimedia production. So during this time, like, you know, as I left my job, as y'all can see, illness leads designer to resign from Netflix and Roku. These are stories, right? So I'm showing you the receipts about what I was dealing with. I want everybody, as you go through these next 5 days, right? The next 5 days will be the most important 5 days of your life. I need you to document your journey. Everybody put into the chat, document my journey. I need you to document your journey. So I created this app, Love Plus. Why? Because I wanted to encourage everyone to step into their power, right? Everyone who, if you feel powerful, say I'm powerful in the chat. Like, put I'm powerful in the chat if you feel powerful. So just so y'all know, it's not fluff. Like, I really believe that everybody's a star of their movie, and how you can get the best out of your star power is linking up with other stars, right? That's why I said everybody's a star of their movie. So guess what? When we come together, we co-star. So I was rated one of the top companies with Love Plus to empower women and girls, right? So this is not just about women. It's not just about men. It's about us. So here's some testimonials, right? The reason why I show these testimonials is not to do anything other than just to express to you that other people feel these ways, right? I love this one about Z Britt when she said, Coach Crew is my hero, right? So people call me Coach Crew. Some people call me Mindset Mogul. Some of y'all know the Young Mogul. We're brothers, right? And our passion is to really, truly inspire each other so that way we can go out there and be the best versions to help other people get what they want in their world. Y'all seen Coach Crew on the right here talking to my brother Ramel. Like, I'm giving him game, but y'all see I've been dripped out. So when y'all see me come out here fly, don't think the money did that. It ain't the money. It's the mind. All right. And my other brother Jamel, you know, a dynamic trio, and we're standing taking a photo in front of our property in the back, right? It was the brownstone in New York City that we got fixed up and flipped it, right? All of this was great, a great opportunity. But it came with having an agreement. So what I want y'all to do is write down your agreement. What are you agreeing to? What is your commitment? Are you ready to transform your life? Somebody say yes in the chat already, right? Will you create solutions or do you create excuses? See, because the truth is, you have to become who you need to be in order to get what you want. But see, some people can't become who they want to be because they're so busy holding on to who they've been. Are you too busy holding on to who you are right now? Are you too busy holding on to an ideology or to a thought that you think that you are? I want you to make your agreement and make your commitment to be the best version, to leave nothing on the table. I need you to make your commitment, make your agreement to go all out, to go all in. I need you to make your commitment, make your agreement to say, okay, I want this information. I need you to make your agreement, make your commitment to stand up for what you want in your life. If you are committed, if you're serious and not curious, I want you to put I'm committed in the chat. See, some of y'all got commitment issues. We're going to work that out today. We're going to work that out because today is about giving yourself permission. Giving yourself permission. So when we talk about these next 5 days, and you got basically 10 classes, you might have a couple bonus ones, but in these next 5 days, every day, it's your primary focus is to become more effective in less time. Which information is going to help me do the most right here, right now, in this time? Which information? Am I spending major time on minor things? Wait a minute. Is that you? Is that you? Are you spending major time on minor things? Like, are you spending major time on things that is not moving you forward? Things that are not taking you to the next level? So I want you to start to pay attention to your time of what you do things. I want you to time track. What are you doing? Right? So next, the primary focus, right, is becoming more effective in less time. But how do we do that? Like, how do we actually become more effective in less time? We do it by creating strategic partnerships. Now, a strategic partnership could be a mentor. It can be a partner that helps you in the business. It can be a tool, right? It can be systems. It can be software. If you're in real estate, right, you're going to learn how to get to the properties. Maybe you need PropStream. That's a strategic partnership. But now, what about if you got paid from PropStream? Right? What if you got paid to bring people to the mentorship? What if you got paid to do those things? What if you got paid to be you? And when you start being you, the primary result is multiple streams of income. And when I talk about multiple streams of income, I'm talking about multiple streams of income from one particular business or one particular activity. Now, for me, like I mentioned, it started me documenting my journey. Everywhere I went, I used to document all the breakthroughs that I had. So some of y'all are going to experience pain, but pain could do one or two things. Pain can help you break down, or pain could be the thing that pushes you to break records. But that's your choice. Me, like I mentioned, I had to say, good is no longer good enough. I had to say, good is no longer good enough. Can everybody put in the chat, good is no longer good enough? And when I created all of these documents that, I was documenting my journey, somebody said, yo, because I showed somebody one time, they said, look, you should make that into a book. And I was never really thinking about being an author. I was already a philosopher. I just like speaking, right? I just, make audios, I do meditations. And I said, all right, cool. I'll write it into a book. And when I turned it into a book, it became a best-selling author. I have over 100 digital assets. But as I mentioned to you, it became a point where I had to take a stand and make an agreement and a commitment to myself and say, I will never turn back. See, because all of the things that happened to me, that 55 pounds, me having to go to work from home and do all of that stuff. And the craziest thing is that they was like, yo, you can't work from home. But then COVID hit right away, right? COVID hit in the next 8 months and everybody's working from home. So I already knew that they was just BSing me. They just wanted me there so they could keep an eye on me. And that wasn't good enough for me. I needed to keep an eye on me. I need to police myself. And I need to have accountability around what I wanted. So now, as you see here, aside from this, right, I now go into different communities and I run their accountability programs. So me helping run their accountability programs is leading to results at a high level, exponential level, where it's like before they kind of had maybe 7%, right? Because 7% of people will succeed in a mentorship. 7% of people will succeed when it comes to courses. But how do you get that to the next level? Because we all have another level. If you have another level that you can go to, put next level in the chat. If you have another level that you can go to, put next level in the chat. So I had to think about what was my next level. So, all right, cool, I got the book, but how do I make multiple streams of impact from one business? So I got the book, okay, cool. But now I run the accountability calls adjacent to the book, right? Then I got audios, and then I got other digital assets. So I got podcasts. So you start to see that the multiple streams start to open up. So, but what is it for you though? Like, what is it? Because you're not Mindset Mogul. You're not Sean Crumay. You're you. But the greatest thing is that there's only one of you. You are one of one. Everybody put one of one in the chat. Everybody put one of one in the chat. I'm telling you right now, you are one of one. And if you don't know, and nobody has told you today, I'm telling you today, you are one of one. So typically, this is not how these accountability is going to go. I'm not going to get up here and share a bunch of stories, but I am going to come in for like 10, 15 minutes and give you some powerful mindset, some belief, and some things that can help you get to the next level. And then we're going to go into sharing, right? Because this is not about me. This is about we. This is about us. How do we get to the next level though? I'm only going to be at my best is if you're at your best, or if you're at a level that can help me get somewhere, right? All the money that you want to make is in somebody else's pockets. Think about it. The money that you got in your pocket is not really your money. I know some of y'all like, Crew, what are you talking about? This is my money. I work hard for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I work hard. Look, I understand. It ain't about working hard. It's about working smart. And the reality of it is understanding interpretation, right? So it's about communication and interpretation. You have what you have because you are who you are in your life, right? You have what you have in your life because you are who you are. If you were somebody different, you'll have something different. So the key thing is I got to become somebody different. I know some of y'all say I'm 10 tones down. I know some of y'all say I ain't changing for nobody, whatever the case. Look, you got to change. When you change, it makes sense. So just think about it this way. Think about it this way. Like if I could eliminate the childhood trauma, if I could move past from the childhood trauma, if I could move past from the procrastination, if I could move on and move forward to be the greatest version of myself, what would that look like? What would that look like, y'all? So I want everybody to take a moment to say, what would it look like? But what would it look like for me? If I was doing everything I said I wanted to do, what would it look like for me? What would it look like? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. See, when you talk about your habits, your quality of life can be found through your habits. Like if you look at your habits right now, does your habits match? Excuse me, do your habits match who you truly think you are in your mind? If you're $1 million person in your mind, do your habits match that? So you got to give everything you got because the next 5 days is going to be the most important 5 days of your life. You're going to learn more information in the next 5 days than you had in the last 5 years. If you've ever been on a challenge with me, you know I'm going to tell you this because this is very important that you lock in. Everybody put I'm locking in the chat. So you gotta really disconnect from distractions this week. Everything that you used to from last week and the weeks before that, it is done. It is over. I told you, if I start clapping like the girl from Brooklyn, some of y'all probably never been to Brooklyn, but somebody said they was from New York in here. If you're from New York, give me your Europe in the chat. Like, if I got to start clapping from a girl from Brooklyn, then you know it's on. So I want no more excuses. I only want solutions over excuses. This entire week, you are going to be pushed in ways that you might not agree with. This entire week, you're going to be told some things that you might disagree with. This entire week, you're going to be put in positions where you got to do something. This entire week, you're going to be put in places where, guess what? You might say, I disagree. But if you already knew what we were telling you, then you would already be doing it and it would already make sense to you. So I want you to make solutions instead of excuses, right? What must work in your life? Like, which things are a non-negotiable? Give yourself permission to do what? Some of us be like, damn, I got my wife, I got my kids, I got this, I got that. I do this for this person, I do that for this person. But then when it comes to yourself, it's more like you just put yourself last. You might still be the best of the best. You try to help everybody in your family, all your friends, but guess what? Guess what? The reality of the matter is, have you been giving yourself what you need? Right? So which things are non-negotiable? Write that down, right? Write down the non-negotiables. I need you to audit your attention this week. So who is taking, who is draining, who is withdrawing, who is making deposits, who is adding value? If y'all go down, do this right now. In fact, go look, everybody pull out their phones, go to your text messages. And I want you to look at the people you've been messaging. The last 10 messages, just note, okay, cool. Was this person a withdrawal, or was this person a deposit? Did this person withdraw from me, or do this person withdraw from me on a daily basis? Right? Does this person do X, Y, and Z? I want you to make sure you get that clear. Right? Now, if it's a deposit, I want you to also note that. Does this person deposit into my life? Does this person add value? Does this person pour into my cup? Like whatever it is that you say in your mind, are they adding value? Are they adding value? Hold up real quick. Are they adding value? I need to make sure. I need to know this. I need to know. Are they adding value in your life? So the next thing I want y'all to do is this. I want you to really think about whoever has your attention has your ascension, right? Like if you're watching Bad Girls Club all day, then technically the way that you're going to ascend in life is like the girls on the Bad Girl Club. If you're watching basketball all day, then I guess Stephen A. Smith or somebody else has your attention. Whoever has your attention has your ascension. So if you're listening to people the next 5 days, right, you should just be locked in on this. If you got to go to work, whatever, cool. But if the next 5 days, you should be locked in on this. Hey, can you go out? No, I can't. I got to work. Oh, can you go out? No, I can't. I got to study. Can you do? No, I got to study. Lock in. Because I want to ask y'all a question. First thing I want to say is this. You need to make sure, this is mandatory, that you put daily power hours. So you spend an hour a day working on everything that you said you need to work on. So everybody should be writing down their goals right now. What are your goals? What are your goals? Write down your goals for the next 5 days. What are your goals for the next 5 days? What is your goal for today? Today is day one. Day one, we're learning about business and personal funding. What are you doing on day one? What are you doing day two? What are you doing day three? Do y'all even know what is supposed to happen on day 4, day 5? If you haven't, I want you to go to the challenge landing page for Buy Back the Block. We were joking earlier about something else. Buy Back the Block challenge, right? And I want you to go on the landing page, and I want you to scroll down to the bottom, and I want you to see what day is which day, right? So that way you are ahead of time. I need you to be prepared. If anybody didn't tell you, I know some of y'all winging it, and you're doing well, you're doing great. But are you where you want to be? Is what you have what you want? So the mandatory power hours, so that way you study, that way you focus, that way you get the number one priority in your business done. That way you focus on you. The next thing I want y'all to write down after you write down your goals for the next 5 days. What is your penalty for inactivity? If you do not show up and give 100% effort, if you do not reach these goals, what's the penalty for inactivity? Because the honest truth is you have these goals, you got these lofty ideas, but you don't have any penalties in structure. You don't have anything in place that's saying, okay, what if I don't hit it? What's the consequence if I don't hit it? Because this right here, this challenge is about wealth creation. This is like picking up vehicles for automation, for strategies, right? If you want to be a VIP, you got to have the PIVs, the passive income vehicles. So when we talk about wealth creation, we also talk about wealth accumulation, learning how to invest. Because money is a receipt for the value that you provide, but money is also a tool used to collect more money. So when we talk about accumulation, are we just taking the money that we create or the money that we collect and we just sending it off to somebody else? Because all the money in your pocket doesn't belong to you. Remember that. All the money that's in your pocket belongs to somebody else. And that's the way it is for other people. Think about it. When you get paid, did that money come from out of your pocket and magically appear in your pocket? Or did it come from somebody else? So all the money that you want to collect is going to come from other people. All the impact that you want to make is in somebody else's heart. All of your potential is going to be actualized with somebody else. So strategic partners are a must. So I need everybody to get accountability partners going forward. Everybody get accountability partners. All right. So once again, I'm going to stop power talking in a second. And then we're going to go into building with each other. So when we talk about spending major time on minor things, this is a major time that we need to spend this is a major thing that we need to spend major time on. Right? This is a major thing because we're going to have what we call breakthroughs, not breakdowns. So if anybody, when people come up and share, right, we're going to do 30 seconds or less. If you relate to anything that somebody says, what I would love for you to do is put Yana in the chat. YANA, you are not alone, right? Yana, because we want to build. My whole purpose is this, and everybody needs to understand their purpose. My purpose is to create a world, a community full of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. If you get down with that, if you like that, if you like what I'm saying, put the plus emojis in the chat. If you want more, put more in the chat. Like if you relate to this, if this sounds like a place that you want to be at, where this is a community of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. When we talk about love, we're talking about being able to feel heard, felt, and seen and appreciated. When we talk about connectivity, we're saying listen to, we're saying be able to form new partnerships and friendships, right? And when we say financial prosperity, we're talking about getting to the bag. And I'm talking about having the bag last. I'm talking about going deep into the bag, like you're digging for the bottom of the fries. Like I'm saying, like think about it. Like I'm saying, like, is this the place that you want to be, right? And JP has allotted everybody an opportunity to become VIPs, has allotted everybody the opportunity to see themselves in a higher level, has allotted everybody the opportunity to finally be heard, felt, seen, loved, and appreciated. And now here's the opportunity. So when we open up this opportunity for you to share, it's not that we expect it, it's a standard, right? When at 7 p.m. when you come in tonight, right? We want you to be able to be the first one to raise your hand. This is the place you practice. When you talk about income, right? Your language is directly related to your reality. Your language creates your reality. When you speak, what happens is you formulate what we call the thought. The thought transmutes into a belief, and then the belief is whether you believe it can or you believe it can't. Either way, you're right. So that means either way, you're going to take an action, and then the action produces a result, and that result is your life. So language, belief, actions, language, beliefs, language, thoughts, beliefs, actions, results, right? So just understand that your language, what you are saying, and we will call some of that stuff out. I might bring up one of my coaches. I might just bring up somebody else, right? But the point is, while we go through these exercises, your job is to be the MVP of your life. Your job is to be the MVP of your life, the most valuable participant. If we're clear, put clear in the chat. We get ready to go. I'm gonna have Sunshine come up, right? I'm gonna have Sunshine come up in a second. But what I want to do is this. Everybody, raise your virtual hands right now. And I want you to express to us 30 seconds or less. What are you going to give yourself permission to do today? Because it's all about you taking permission. It's about you taking steps. It's about you getting the life that you deserve. But you got to give yourself permission to start doing and receiving the blessings and the abundance that you deserve. Right? Because it's either we win or we win, right? Like we're going to win regardless. So, all right, raise your virtual hands, 30 seconds or less. You got to put your camera on. And what I want you to do is express, what are you giving yourself permission to do going forward? Today is day one. Our overall theme for this accountability is give yourself permission. Day one throughout the challenge is getting to personal and business funding, right? So also, while we're doing this, everybody drop your money goals in the chat. Drop your money goals in the chat. Let me know how much money you want to collect, whether it's on the day, whether it's on the month, whether it's the year. How much money would you like to collect? Sunshine, who do we have coming up first?
We did have Queen Nia up first. Did you lower your hand, hun? Was you still trying to speak, love?
I did. I raised my hand, but I'm not in a position where my camera is. It's like super dark in here, so y'all can't see me. So I was like,
Okay.
oh gosh.
So let me ask you a question real quick, Queen. What could you do right now to get to a space where you could create the lighting so that way everybody could build with you, because this is an opportunity for you in your business to take your lives to the next level. So what could you do?
Okay, give me just a second.
All right, so we're gonna come back to you, all right? So let us know, just come
Okay.
back, raise your hand when your camera's up so we see your camera's on and ready to go. Let's ready to roll. Thank you, Sunshine, for calling out, because if you didn't say anything, she probably could have just been left in the back. So all right,
I appreciate that, Sunshine.
Absolutely, Queen. Queen Alana, come talk to us, Queen.
Can you hear me?
What's up? What's up? We can hear you, Queen.
Wonderful. Good morning.
How you feeling today? You seem like you got a lot of energy. You seem like you're ready to take it to the next level. Let's go.
I'm ready.
All right. So what are you going to give yourself permission to do?
I give myself permission to be great. I give myself permission to do it scared. I give myself permission to do it and not have all the answers and figure it out. I give myself permission to be the solution to the problem.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. So, like, what are you here for? Like, what are you here for?
I'm here because I want to create housing for low-income families.
So what does that mean to you to create housing for low-income families?
Well, I had a journey of homelessness with kids and being a single mom and going through housing, and I just want to give back.
Right, because it means something, right? Your story, right? Your story means something. This is connected to you. Everybody put this in the chat. My story will give me my glory. Like when we have you come up in here and share, it's not because we just want to tease you and make you stand up in front of the class and speak. That's some elementary school stuff. The reason why we're having you share here is because your story will give you your glory. There's two reasons why your business might fail, right? Your business might fail if people don't know you, never hear about you. The other one is if they forget about you. So sharing your story is very important. This is paramount to your success. Your story will give you your glory. 100%. Everybody send some love to Alana in the chat. Give yourself permission today, Queen. Let's go. Everybody send some love in the chat for Alana. Sunshine, who's next?
Absolutely. King, is it Musa? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes.
Come talk to us, King.
Yeah, sorry. I'm actually at the job or in the office. I had one of those situations where they told me I had to come back in the office too. But I'm gonna give myself permission to use my time, resources, and energy and be excited about what I'm doing. I've had successes along the way, but I've never been able to enjoy them because I always walked into them like a battlefield. But I think abundance is my birthright. So I'm going to allow myself to be excited and do this.
If abundance is your birthright, everybody drop the plus emojis in the chat. Apolline, find the plus emoji so everybody can find a plus emoji because they putting the regular plus symbol in there. Put the plus emoji. That's my emoji. When y'all see my emoji, y'all know I'm in town. All right. So let me know. Y'all want more, put more in the chat because that's what the plus emoji means. It means that you want more. You are abundant. You are whole. You are complete. You are everything you've ever said you wanted to be. The ancestors have chosen you. The only thing you got to do is orchestrate it. You have to be the star of your movie. What does that mean? That means you got to make sure the scene is right. That means you got to make sure the environment that you're in, you got to understand the cast, the characters that you're collecting around you is moving you in that direction, right? Because you can have all the sauce in the world. But if you don't know what's happening in your movie and you're not the person putting people in place, then guess what? You suffer by default, right? So everybody understand, if you want more, you got to be the person that does the thing to get the thing. So you don't expect anybody else to do it. You put expectations on yourself. So for you, Musa, right? Like, what are you committed to do in the next 5 days that will make sure that you can have that abundance? So that way nobody has to tell you, hey, you got to come to work, even though you are, in a different situation. Like, I want to know, what is the commitment?
Well, I'm committed. I'm a realtor myself, so I feel like I know a lot of stuff, but I'm committed to pour all the things I know out so I can be poured into, learn what's being brought to the table, and build off of that.
I love that. I like that. I really like that. You're being real about it, right? So give me the actionable step though. I want everybody, when you share your details, to be specific, because it's one thing to just speak, but there's another thing to give yourself direction. Are we following? Like, it's one thing to speak, but it's another thing to give yourself direction. So what's the direction for Musa today? Give me something today.
The direction for me is to take notes and try and receive the information so that I can share it in the future with other people. So it's like a trainer almost in my mind. I need to understand not only the information that's being given to me, but also understand the way that the information is being conveyed so that I can share with others. As I grow, other people grow with me.
As you grow within, everything else around you grows, right? I'm loving that. Yeah. I'm absolutely loving that. Right now, I'm gonna be real. Did anybody hear the switch that he's on right now, where he's turning up his energy another level? Am I the only one who heard that, or is he actually doing it in real time? Somebody put real time in the chat if he's doing it in real time, because I heard it. I heard it. I can hear the energy. I can hear the realization of what I want is getting closer. Everybody put in the chat, what I want is getting closer. Like every minute that we speak, every minute that we share, every minute that we do something, we're getting closer. So the last thing for you, King, is this. So you understand you're giving yourself the commitment, you're giving yourself the instruction. Now, what do you need to do overall as far as you, like what area that you need to improve on in order for you to be able to get the information, hone on the information and be able to apply it, and then maybe be later on, maybe teach it, right? So what are you going to do to receive all of the information? I need to know.
So I'm only one person, right? So there's a lot of people that are going through the same experience, same change with me. So I need to create strategic partnerships so I get other perspectives of other people that are journeying with me, because these people are all in the same place, same time for a reason. So I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity.
Aha. So now we're going to give out our first accountability partner. So who wants to be the accountability partner with King Musa? Who wants to be an accountability partner with King Musa? Y'all hear what he's saying? You heard what he said? He said, look, I'm going in. Ursula said me. All right. Ursula said, look, I am. So, all right, cool. So Musa, Ursula, make sure y'all exchange information. Y'all in the Telegram groups? Y'all in the Telegram group?
I am.
You are. All right. So make sure you exchange information. So that way you could connect with each other, because y'all need to hold each other accountable. So Ursula, not only are you going to hold him accountable, he's going to hold you accountable. All right. All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to King Musa in the chat. Great stuff, King. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. Musa getting me fired up now. Musa came through ready to answer the questions and direct. He's doing the work in real time, so coachable and ready to get. I can feel that he feels success is coming to him. I feel that off of him, and I love that, because when you feel, you make it real. Everybody send some love in the chat. Great job. Who do we have up next?
Queen Ursula was up next. Where'd she go? Queen Ursula, where you go?
Yeah, where's Ursula at? She was up there.
Yeah, she was next. I don't know.
Wait, all right, yeah. Maybe something was happening with the screen just there, because I did see two Nayas. Is it Nia or Naya? I did see two of them pop up on the screen just now.
That was next. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to her. Queen Nia, you ready to come talk to us, Queen?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Hey, y'all.
What's up? Is it? I gotta know, because I'm telling y'all straight up, I might butcher your name, but if you don't tell me, then I don't know. But tell me, is it Nia or Naya?
It's Nia, like the actress Nia.
All right, so Nia, Nia Imani.
Yep, Nia Imani.
Yo, your whole name is a whole brand. Just so you know, your whole name is a brand.
So this is the thing. It's funny that you asked this question. Because what I'm giving myself permission to do is be magically me. I'm just like dope in real life, but I have not been allowing myself to step into that space. I'm a first generation entrepreneur, so everything that I've done has been ahead of my time, right? So getting into real estate like early 2000s, coming straight from the hood, I didn't really realize that I was in the right place at the right time. So now it's just a matter of me taking all these lessons, all these experiences, and continuing what I started to build generational wealth for my children, because all of my children are entrepreneurs. My grandchildren are entrepreneurs, and I'm making myself accountable to continue to pave the way so that they can have opportunities, because I believe that we should normalize nepotism in our communities. We don't do it enough.
Wait, hold on, Queen, because I'm lost still. When you say your grandchildren, did you say your grandchildren are entrepreneurs?
I did, yeah.
Okay, because I was thrown off. I'm like, wait, what's he talking about? Your grandchildren are entrepreneurs. Like, okay. I didn't know you was a grandmother. I don't know if there's like a age for grandmother or a look for grandmother. I don't know. Just when you said it, I was just thrown off. Like, did I hear that?
You was lost at that part. So that's why I was dark, because I'm in Cali right now. I live in Atlanta, but I kind of stay bi-coastal in Cali. So my children are here, my grandchildren are here. I have 3 grown children and I have 4 grandchildren.
Wow. See, yeah, so now you know. Now, like everything I'm saying, it ain't even about, okay, is he really saying what? You know what I'm saying is the factual thing that you got to give yourself permission to take off now. It's time.
Absolutely.
You done did everything you need to do for the family. You done did it, and you're still gonna do things, but it is your time.
Yeah.
The ancestors have chosen you, and I'm gonna be real with you. So just listening to you, right? I could feel there's emotion there when you speak about that. What's the emotion attachment to giving yourself permission to be authentically you and magically you?
The emotion is that I didn't have a blueprint. I straight, like when they say get, like a lot of the stuff that's like trending and like everybody is on it now, when they say get it out the mud, that's exactly what I had to do. I had to survive all kinds of stuff to like figure it out. And it was so intuitive. And I didn't just figure it out for me. I planted those seeds of greatness in my kids. And now they've taken the baton and they're like doing their thing. Like my daughter is a real estate broker in Cali and a loan officer. My sons are entrepreneurs. So it's just like when the enemy started fighting me and trying to make me sit down and not feel like I know what I'm doing, I feel like my bloodline is behind. And
I want you to take your time right here too. Take your time because the ancestors did choose you, right? So just please understand this is a safe space, and this goes for everybody. This is one of the reasons why they gave me the award, like, for being one of the top companies to empower women, because of this space right here. So just please just be in your space. If you have to water yourself, water yourself. You're just like a plant. When you water yourself, you grow. So please, that goes for any man too. Like if you feel like you get emotional here, you want to cry, please do so, because you're going to grow from watering yourself. So just take your moments and just, know that you are protected. If we're protecting Queen Nia, put it in the chat right now. Send some love in the chat. LUHV, drop the love in the chat. LUHV. And we're sending you that love right now. We're building with you. Continue, Queen.
Yeah. So I just really hold myself accountable for, like I said, I feel like my bloodline is behind. My youngest son, he's 20. He's so amazing. And I don't want my kids to turn to the streets to look for solutions. I want them to be able to depend on me.
I absolutely love that. And the reason why I love that is because you're being real. You're being honest. You're being transparent. And this is about legacy. So it's not about the first name. It's about what? Everybody drop it in the chat. What is it about? It's not about the first name. It's about what? Put the answer in the chat. So Nia, I just want to say this to you. How explicit can I be with you right now?
I'm ready. Like, let's go.
Like that answer is great, but me being who I am, right? I have to ask you and get consent, and the consent has to be an actual consent to it. So how explicit can I be with you?
Like, this is my breakthrough season. Like, okay, so I'm mastering self right now. So whatever I got to do to like become less of me and like more of my higher self, that's what I'm ready to do. So.
Okay. So let me ask and say this, say very explicit or extremely explicit, or you can be explicit, right? So how explicit can I be with you?
Very explicit and unfiltered.
All right. See, there we go. Now, how does that make you feel now? Now that you answered it that way, what feeling now do you feel?
I feel like it's long overdue, because being a leader, you don't have many places to go for leadership. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been blazing my own trail and, being an inspiration for other people, but I never really prioritized putting myself in positions or environments where there are people who are already operating at a higher level or doing things that I want to do. I'm always creating a blueprint. I'm always rallying up the troops. I'm always creating the way for other people. And I will still continue to do that. But sometimes leaders just want to come and learn. And that's what I'm here to do, is learn.
And I love it. So does everybody see just the type of questioning is allowing a certain type of dialogue? Are we seeing that when we talk about language creating reality? Are you all aware that the type of language that we're using is causing a certain dialogue to unfold? Now, I want everybody to be aware of this, because it's just awareness, y'all. Like Awareness is what's stopping you from being where you want to be. That's it. Like awareness is what takes you from where you are now to who you want to become. Awareness, right? Because there's all sorts of millions of dollars that we could have, right? Do y'all agree that all millions of dollars that you want exist already? The 44,000 a month that you said, doesn't it exist already? It's not that it has to go be created. It exists already. How do we collect it? Just put a thought on that. It already exists. How can we collect it? So it starts with the language. Now, one thing that I heard you say, like when you said me, you said being less of me and more of my higher self. The thought of it is great, but when you look at the belief action, which side are you actually believing in more? Which side? Because and this is great because I'm the best leader that you probably gonna be able to run into. You could probably get any other leaders. I'm just tooting my own horn, y'all. Don't get it crazy. But this is what I'm saying. I am building the best leaders. That's what I do, and I help people make 4, 5, 6 figures just by being themselves. And I'm talking about in a day, right? Sunshine made multiple 4-figure days with me, but that's the beginning of our relationship, right? Now, when you're talking about you, Queen, when you're talking about this right here. Understand that there is nothing wrong, there is nothing right. It's either workable or non-workable. And the language that you are attached to the most is the current version. When you said me, you said, see, I got to be less of me and more of my higher version. Like, think about it. As far as like hot and cold goes, did you feel a little bit warmer, a little bit more attached to the me part, or did you feel a little bit colder when you said the higher version? Try it again now. Try it now and say, I want to be less of me and more of my higher version, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about right now. You're going to feel exactly what I'm talking about. Who are you more attached to, the me or the higher version? So just say it again, what you said.
Right. So I want to be less of the lower version of me.
Wait, first, hold on. First, I want you to feel the difference between the two. That makes more sense to you next time you're going to say it, right? So for you, say, I want to be less of me and more of my higher version. And then I'm going to show you how close you feel to the me part and how further away you feel from the higher version part. So just say that, and then we're going to build from there.
I want to be less of me and more of the higher self version of me.
Right. Who felt more familiar? The higher self version when you spoke about the higher self version, or the me part? Who felt more familiar?
Ironically, the me part, but the higher version part has always been there. It's
hold on. Don't get ahead, because that's one thing that you really do. And you've been doing it this whole time, which is great. You get ahead of everything, which is great. But now you need another person that's like you to help you even to not miss what you got in the present, right? So this is the key thing, everybody. What I love that Nia's doing is that she's living in the possibilities. I love that. The other thing too is you have to actually stand in the present, because if you stand in the present, this is where you get gifted with things. So I know some of you might like, wait, what are you saying right now? Hold on. How many of you think about the past often? Put a 1 in the chat. How many of you think about the past often and you relate new choices to the past? When you relate new choices, so you got something new that's happening in front of you, but in order to make a choice about this new thing, you relate to the past thing. Put a 1 in the chat. When you operate from the past, what you do is lift up the past, you place it in the present, and you walk into it as the future, and you experience what? Just so I'm clear and everybody's clear, I'm gonna show y'all in real time that everybody's gonna write down the same thing because you all experience it. When you operate from the past, like you make a choice in the future, right here, right now, for the future, but you operate it from the past. So your choice of the future is based upon the things that you've done in the past. And you take that thing and you put it right in front of you, and then you walk right into the same things, right? How many of you have been experiencing a similar life? Like you experience the same type of things. You go to work every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like just so you know, if you work to 40, most likely you've experienced the same things over and over. If you follow what we call the calendar year, which you do by months, you've experienced the same things over and over. How many of you, December 1st, January 1st, you celebrate New Year's Eve? celebrated New Year's Day? Like, how many of you actually do it? Like, you've done the same things, right? How many of you on the weekends, on Sunday, when it starts to get a little bit dark, especially nowadays, you're gonna feel it when it starts to get a little dark and you realize everything for the day is shutting down and I gotta wake up for tomorrow to go to work. How do you feel? Put that in the chat. When Sunday comes, if you work the 40, when Sunday comes, how do you feel? Put the answer in the chat. I want to know. Like, I need everybody's participation, because when you participate, something is going to happen to you. You're going to get what we call a breakthrough, and then therefore you're going to be able to do more in your life. But in order to get that point, we got to first be honest about what shows up in our lives, so we can remove that junk out of our lives, so that we can have a clear space and then create from the clear space, a space of nothingness. So tomorrow we're going to do a meditation that helps us get to the space of nothingness. So let's just be real here. Let's get back to that thing now. On Sunday night, Sunday evening, when the sun starts to go down, let's just be real. That's the trigger point. That is the trigger point. As soon as the sun starts to set, as soon as the sun starts to dissipate from our existence here, and it is somewhere else, it goes somewhere else. As soon as it starts to dissipate from here, what happens to you inside when you know that you have work tomorrow on Monday? Put the answers in the chat. I think some of y'all answered a little bit, but put the answers in the chat. I want everybody just to look at this and see it for themselves. You are more alike than you are different. So whatever situation that you're going through and you think that you're the only one going through this, you're not. You're probably the only one in that circle, only one in the family, probably only one in the neighborhood, but there's other people in other neighborhoods and other families that have been going through the things that you've been going through. You've been able to get through them. Now, guess what? You're going to get your blessing by speaking about it, by helping another person get through what they're going through. Okay? So right now, I want everybody to visualize themselves getting through what they're going through. Whatever it is in your life that has been stopping you, whatever it is the reason why you came here, I want you to make sure you see yourself getting through what you're going through and receiving what you deserve. Just envision it. See yourself. And if you do not smile, then you're not doing it. And if you do not smile, why are you doing it? Right? Like, why are you doing what you do right here? If you envision yourself right now receiving what you're receiving because you deserve it, or getting through what you're going through because you don't need to be in that space anymore, and you do not smile, that means you are holding on to who you want to be. Some of y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm hitting you right here. Some of you don't want to hear it. But to be real, everything that you already want is already inside of you. The highest version of yourself that you want to be is already here. Who is stopping that person from showing up? Put the answers in the chat. Don't give me no fluff stuff, because I ain't gonna play, right, Alana? They know I ain't playing with no fluff, right? Who is that person that's in the way? So when we ask you to give yourself permission, I want everybody to look into the mirror right now. Everybody look into the camera of their phone or their device that you're on, and I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to forgive yourself for holding you hostage when it comes to making your dreams your reality. I want you to forgive the child that's in you. I want you to forgive your 7-year-old self. I want you to forgive the trauma of the past. I want you to forgive all of that. And I want each and every one of you to look in the mirror. While you're doing that, right? In fact, Ania, do you want to do exercise in real time?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Because I think you might get a lot of value from this. So I want you to look into the camera at yourself.
Okay.
And I want you to say one thing that you forgive Nia for. And let me paint the picture for y'all. Because guess what? Most of the time, you have negative self-talk on this person. Most of the time, you put down this person. Most of the time, you treat this person like they don't exist. But you want to be treated fairly by everybody else. You want to be loved by everyone else. But how often, right? You want to be treated with respect when it comes to speaking. You want your significant other to speak words of affirmation to you. But are you doing it to you? Are you speaking life into you? The person that's there for you every time you're down, that's the only person that's there with you 24/7 of every day of your life. And look how you treat this person. Doesn't this person, doesn't Nia, doesn't she belong in a circle of love? Doesn't she belong in a circle of wealth? Doesn't she belong in a place of prosperity? So
Yeah.
I want you to speak to her real fast, and I want you to just tell her one thing you forgive yourself for when it comes to being with her.
Yeah. I just want to forgive you for not trusting yourself, for not believing your intuition.
Right. So now I want you to change the dialogue. So you see how that felt, right? Like you felt that. You can see it on camera. You can see it to yourself. You can see how it felt, right? Now I want you to feel how it feels. And this is how I'm going to get you to that point, right? So I want you to speak this way. So I want you to apologize to her as if you've done something to her now.
Okay. Nia, I just want to let you know that I forgive you for not trusting.
Nope. Wait, hold on. That was the first one. The first one, I just wanted you to get comfortable with speaking to yourself. This time, you have to actually come to Nia and apologize to her. Like, Nia, I apologize to you for doing X, Y, and Z to you. Now you're going to feel a difference.
Okay. Nia, I apologize for anything that I've done that betrayed you, and I honor you and will support you and will trust you moving forward.
Okay, hold on, because you still getting ahead, because that's actually something I want you to do later. But
Oh,
real
I'm sorry.
fast here. And we got a
Sorry.
few more minutes. If I could get 10 more minutes of your time, everybody drop 10 more minutes in chat, because technically we do want to be done with these calls around 9:30. Being that we had to do a bunch of introduction and stuff, it just takes a little bit of time. But if we could get 10 extra minutes, because I want everybody's permission on that, let me know. All right, good. So, and everyone's gonna break through for this. So shout out to Nia for doing this. So look, I want you to apologize to her. And when you said something like, you said anything that I could have betrayed you with or something like that, I want you to just skip the highfalutin words and just really say, I apologize for betraying you. See how that feels, like, to just get straight to the point of it. Like, you actually betrayed her, just say that. All right, cool. Run it back.
Okay. Nia, I just want to let you know that I apologize for betraying you.
How does that make you feel to see that, to hear that?
That was like, it was just like a release to just say it,
Right. Because when you said, if I did anything that betrays you, in your mind, you still was holding on to things, right? But when you just said, I apologize for what I did that betrayed you, it now just releases you from that bondage of feeling committed to those things. And I really want you to feel what it feels like to finally breathe and feel free to create, and know that Nia Imani is definitely somebody who is transcending not only cultures, but the family, right? And your bloodline. So do you know why we do not know our great-great-grandparents? Maybe you might know, but I know most of us don't. Who in here knows their great-great-grandparents? Know them, like, what they did, the history of them. Who knows? Let me know. And then if you know anybody beyond that point, let me know. How many generations can you go back? How many generations do you know? Let me know in the chat. How many generations do you know prior to yours? So you got your mom, you got your grandma, maybe your great-grandma. That's 3 generations, right? Now, do you know anything past those 3 generations? Let me know. Everybody let me know in the chat. Because guess what? When I say the ancestors chose you, right? Think about how many generations it took to get to you. Like, think about it. If you were a person and you had a baby, right? And a baby should be better than the person who had the baby, because the person who had the baby is teaching the baby everything they know as an adult, and then the baby's growing up to learn stuff, so the baby's more equipped and more powerful with tools and techniques, right? Because over time we're making inventions and doing things like that, so we just become better. So you mean to tell me if you go as far back as hundreds of thousands of generations, you mean to tell me you're not the best version? When it's the easiest time for you to get paid, when it's the easiest time for you to get paid to be who you are, when it's the easiest flow of information, when you can travel as fast as possible, when you can sit in your time machine, sit into your transporter device. What is that called? Teleportation device. A car is a teleportation device. Maybe because my car just looks so fly, so I'll just be in it and it feel like that. But I'm just saying everybody's car is teleporting them to a space that if they had to walk there, they'd be there a lot slower, a lot longer than that car, right? So if you're the best of the best and you're the greatest version of your ancestors, then where should you be right now in your life? Right? Because as y'all look, most people only know 3 generations. Now, how well do you know your great-grandmother? I was blessed to get to actually know my great-grandmother. I was blessed to have my great-grandmother for almost 30 years. I was blessed. I didn't have my mom though, right? So you understand I fell short in these other spaces, right? Like to be just totally transparent, the reason why we don't know them is because they haven't really made the impact that we truly deserve to have. Because I guarantee you, if your great-great-grandfather or grandmother left you money, you'll know them. Let's be real here. If they left you some fortune, you know them, right? But since family is so divided that our parents and stuff, yeah, we're leaving town because they got energy against their own siblings, they take off and they split off, and now the family don't even know each other. Now that you growing up as a kid, not knowing your cousins, not knowing your family, how much better off could you be if you had stronger family around you? Everybody put in the chat. How much stronger could you be? I'm sending love to you, Carla. How much stronger could you be if you had family that supported you in the chat, who heard you, who see you, who appreciate you, who help you grow, help you grind, help you get to that level of blowing up the way that you see yourself at? How much further along could you be? This is your new family, y'all. Like the next 5 days, you're tapping in with your new family. I'm telling you right now. Sunshine done made a best friend with the community that we created, right? You see all other people, Jasmine, they made partners, right? They created partners. At the end of the day, you're probably gonna meet your best friend. You're probably gonna meet your business partner in this mentorship, right? Right now, we're going through these 5 days to help you learn as much as you can. We're going to give you an offer to stick around later on. But I want you to focus on the here and now. We're not selling you anything that you don't already want. If we don't have a solution for your problem, then hey, it is what it is. We are showing you in real time for the next 5 days that we have the solution that's going to allow you to get to the next level of your life. So Nia, let's finish off the exercise and then we'll wrap up. So I want you to start it back from the top. And I want you to apologize, forgive yourself for the things that you've given, for the things that you've done, and the things that you betrayed Nia for. And then we're gonna go into the next set. So let's start from the top.
Nia, I just want to apologize for betraying you, for losing your trust, and moving forward, we will walk together and believe in each other.
Love it, absolutely love it. Now, what's one thing you love about Nia?
I'm like extremely creative.
So tell her. Tell her how much tell her how you feel.
Nia, I love how you just literally create stuff from your soul.
Wait, hold on. I can't be the only one who can help but feel that you're holding back. Because when I said tell something you love about Nia, the way that your whole body just changed and lit up, the smile was constricted, which means that you hold yourself back. You don't want to smile on it, but the way that you lit up about the things that you love about who you are means you love yourself. But you have to express that. Right. So what's one thing that you love about Nia? Try smiling with it.
There's so many. There's so many.
Choose one. Choose one. Just choose one.
There's so many amazing things, but I think that that's one of my unique features is that I literally create something from nothing over and over and over again in any capacity of my life. And that's rare. That's a gift. And I don't celebrate that enough.
Aha. So you see how you just said what I said to you? That why are you smiling at her, Queen? You know you only got but so much time with her. Why are you not smiling? Why are you not loving at her presence? Why are you acting like that to her? Like if I'm your friend and I see somebody else acting like that to my friend, I'm like, why are you acting like that to my friend? Like, why are you doing that to my friend? So you too good to smile at my friend after she done did all of this stuff for you? After she done helped you with this and are you too good? Are you too good or something? So, all right. So when we come up here and we practice this, y'all, let's go for Felicia, let's go for Alana, it goes for all of us, right? When you sit and you look at yourself and you say these beautiful things to yourself, smile. Actually love yourself because everything is temporary. So there's going to come a day where this all goes away and we no longer get to enjoy it. So while we're here and we got this little bit of dash of a time, go all out. Love yourself fully, max out of who you are, and really enjoy your time because as you're present within this moment, you get gifted with things. Like, didn't smiling at yourself didn't that make you feel good? Weren't you gifted with a good feeling?
Yeah.
So why did you deny
that.
that from her? So let me ask you a question. Why did you deny that from her just now?
Because when you are chosen, like I know, it's not an easy road. You're like a target in a lot of instances. So in my mind, I'm very conscious about how I show up to other people because I know sometimes that my presence alone is pressure. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm very mindful of how I carry myself, and I appreciate you for stretching me out of that because the only person that I'm betraying in those instances or with that mindset is me and my legacy. So I'm just really, very appreciative for this experience. And that's why I do that, is because I know that I have been set apart, and it hasn't always been easy, but I'm ready to go to the next level.
I really hear that. I hear it. And I know that there's a you inside of you that you haven't met yet that you're actually crying to pull out, right? There's a you. That goes for everybody. When I was calling out Felicia, I know Felicia was probably just looking and listening, but now when calling her out, how do you feel, Felicia? You know that I'm watching you now, right? You know that I'm actually here, and there's a presence. There's a difference in the way she's going to see this now. This is why I asked you, Queen. I said for you, Nia, say, did you want to do this exercise? Do you want to come up here and build? And you're going to get so much out of it, right? And this is why we ask everybody to raise their hands, right? Raise your hand so you get used to putting yourself in the position that you're the MVP, the most valuable participant in your life. Because what happens is this: you keep putting yourself far to the back, you're never going to get seen. That's just the reality of it. And then we turn around and we think that is the world. We turn around and think that is other people, but it's been us the whole entire time. So how do we move past that? We have to be honest with ourselves, and it's going to take some work. That's why I mentioned to everybody earlier, if you cry, it's okay. There was plenty of times when I used to do graphics for Netflix and Roku, I would take a break, go into the bathroom, and I would cry. I would stand there, look at myself in the mirror, and I would cry. Why? Because I wasn't being the greatest version. Yes, anybody would love to have my job. Anybody would love, but there's something inside of you when you're the chosen one, when you know that you deserve to serve at a higher purpose, you feel like you're not being your greatest self. So then what happens is you start to live like that. You live like not being your greatest self. So you dim your light, you become humble, you don't share your wins, you don't like to tell people what's going on, you don't let people in your business, you get frustrated easy, you're not as happy as you want to be, you don't have the things that you necessarily want to have to live the life you want. And then what happens? We die. Because the life expectancy is about 71. You're going to retire about 65. Who the heck got time for that? Anybody got time for that? I don't got time to work 30 years of my life. I don't have time for that. If I did that, y'all wouldn't be seeing me right now. If I did that, I wouldn't be in a 2-comma club. If I did that, I wouldn't have transformed my family's life. If I did that, I wouldn't have become a person of impact and legacy. If I did that, I wouldn't be me. If I did that, I'll be right back at the job crying, because I know for a fact that every day I got to go and I got to push myself to go to that thing. Like, the craziest thing, the job is going to help you become the greatest business person if you want to, because it pushes you so far. It makes you realize you do things not for yourself and you do everything for everything else. Like, think about it this way. Some of you are so loyal to your employer and you're disloyal to your husband or your spouse. Think about that. Like, you would listen to your employer, yo, get your ass to work at 9:30. All right, yes, daddy, you there at 9:30. Your husband go, yo, so can I just get a sandwich? Why I gotta make you a sandwich? Didn't I just do this? Yo, my man just paid all the bills. Like, yo, time out. We got our priorities mixed up. We'll listen to our employer faster than we listen to our significant other. Why? Why? Because we're so consumed and so used to and brainwashed about being for things that's against us and being against things that's for us. Somebody will pop up on the screen on YouTube like, yo, I got this new way to help you get a new life. In fact, you want to be rich and remote? Come on, let me help you. Let me help. And you'll be like, what? That's a scam. Wait a minute. Getting rich quick is a scam. Getting rich slow is a scam. Getting rich slow is the scam. Yo, are y'all getting what I'm saying right now? Getting rich slow is the scam. But you've been pressured and tricked to believe that what is for you is against you, and what's against you is for you. You believe in a color of a skin. You believe, right? I'm black, right? I know that. Yo, I'm black. Do you understand what black actually means? Especially in this country? Because this country is a corporation. Are you familiar with what's going on? I don't want to get there because some of y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, what he talking about right now? He had me until he said black. Yo, look, I'm gonna be real with you. That is a class system. When you say I'm black, you say I'm undeserving. I know that's not, don't attack me now. Don't attack me now. I'm just telling you what it is. When you say I am black, you're choosing a class system. When you say I'm black, you're choosing to have zero rights. When you say I'm black, you're choosing to be oppressed. Okay, now hold up. Maybe he's just, oh wow, because he said 2 minutes and now he going to 20 minutes. Hold on now. Wait 1 second. Hold up, yo. Hold on. The reality of it is this. You're creating your life with your mind. It's happening with your mind. So when you say I'm black, what do you associate everything with black with? Oh, power. So when you associate with power, what does it mean? That means that what? That means that oppression. So you had to push through power. Okay, forget about all of that. What about the pressure that you said that you had on yourself? What about the pressure that everybody said that is real for the ones that are chosen? What does pressure make? Put the answer in the chat. What does pressure make? Put the answer in the chat. What does pressure make? Put the answer in the chat. Aha. So guess what? Guess who you really are? Guess who you really are? You're a diamond. That's why when Rihanna came out with that song, who here was a fan of that? If I play that song right now, who rocking with it? I'm rocking with it. I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm rocking with the diamond, okay? That's because you knew inside you are a diamond forever. But who is blocking your shine? Who? Your cloudy thoughts. You working alone, thinking that you got to do it by yourself. So, okay, I know I had you up here on the screen, Nia, putting you through a whole bunch, but it's for a reason because you raised your hand. So now you're about to get some blessings out of it, right? So the last thing I want you to do is I want you to say, what are you committed to moving forward? Like, what did you commit to, Nia, moving forward?
What I am committing to doing is not just going all in, but like being present in the moments. Like, you don't know how grateful I am, even just for this experience. And I'm beyond ready. So I'm gonna do what it takes. No excuses, just solutions from this day forward.
I love it. Give me a real tangible commitment though, right? It has to be real tangible where I can feel it, see it, understand it, grab it. That I need to know exactly what you're committed to.
So I'm committed to taking the information and executing and running the play. Ooh,
right to the point. Everybody give some love to Nia in the chat. Is Danielle up here? Is Danielle? Danielle, can you send Danielle your Cash App? Send to Moa Danielle your Cash App. We're gonna Cash App you something, all right? Great stuff,
okay.
Queen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Right. When you come up here, you're being vulnerable and you're sharing. And you're doing things like this and taking your life to the next level, you will be rewarded. That's just how life is. You get gifted with things when you act in the present. That's just a real thing. So you're seeing it in real time play out. And if this exercise helped anybody get any type of breakthrough, let us know in the chat. Like, did this help you out? Like what Nia was doing up here? We're going to go to Ursula, then we're going to close it up. Let's go to Ursula. Right, Sunshine? Was this Ursula who was up there? Yeah, Sunshine said yes. So let's go to Ursula.
Sorry, my call dropped a little bit earlier. I'm Ursula, and something that I'm going to do. One of the things that I have learned about me and that has been a hindrance in my own life is preference-based thinking. Thinking, preferring things to come one way when I'm missing out on opportunities because that wasn't the way it was going to come. So I missed it because I'm looking at it from one perspective. So that's my commitment, is to really and truly open my mind to understand that the opportunities that are presented here may not come in the way that because I'm a very structured, procedural type of person. And so when things are all over the place, it kind of gives me a little anxiety. But what I'm learning is through that chaos is where my blessings are. It's chaos, it's the way I perceive it, but it's where my blessings are. And so what I am going to do is keep my mind open to whatever God is going to do in this season in my life, because like a lot of us, and I heard this as a common theme through most of the ones that were talking when I was online, and that is generational curse breakers, first to do it, the chosen one. See, all that's the common theme that I'm hearing from the people that are talking, and including myself. So I don't think it's just by chance or by choice either that I'm even here. I think it's purpose, it's designed. And so I think for me, it's just keeping my eyes of understanding open so that I can pursue this next opportunity, because I have been successful in a lot of areas in my life, but now I learned that my time is something that my companies can't give me. And I need that more than anything.
Aha. So time is something that the company can't give you, but it's something that you give the company that the company sees as what? Put an answer in the chat. What does the company see it as? Valuable.
Oh, of course.
So if they see it as valuable, why wouldn't we see it as valuable? Your company, and Storm Leroy, he told me this. He's back in the green room before he was about to go on stage, and he was like, yo, because I would talk about money as a receipt for the value that you provide. And he was just going off about certain things. And he was like, most people believe that you can't get rich at the job, right? And it's not about getting rich at the job. It's really that it's a stepping stone, because your employer is paying you not to ever come back, but you just keep showing up. Your employer is paying you enough for you not to come back, but what do you keep doing? Running back. What happens on that Sunday when you know Monday is coming? Look, Anderson knows. He's like, yeah, man, Sundays, man, that's my chill day, get my hair cut, because, I got to prepare my mind, because they about to have me back in this office getting crazy. And if I get crazy today, I might lose my job. So I got to calm down now. Hold on now.
Yep.
And then you go to work, and it's almost as if you are not going to work. It's almost as if you're being driven to work. All of this stuff is happening without you doing anything. And the truth of the matter is, it's because it's on autopilot. But guess what, y'all? If you did this well on autopilot, like just imagine you go through your whole life on autopilot. But what happens next? Like if you was on autopilot and you done this great of a job, imagine what your life could be like if you're now consciously doing it. I know that sounds like, wait a minute, did you just say what we all know? Okay, knowing means nothing. We already know that. You know you need to change your eating lifestyle. Do you do it? Hold on, Ursula, I'm get right back. No, you know you need to change your eating lifestyle, but do you do it? You know you should, be better at communicating, but do you do it? You know you should take an accountability of things, but do you do it? So it's not about knowing it. It's not about that. It's about putting yourself in a position to actually feel your power, taking your pain, turn it into your power. So that way you can walk into your purpose and live in your paradise. That is not about playing a game. It's about doing what you know you need to do right now so you can get what you want. Right? So Ursula, you had your hand raised. You wanted to say something else, right? Go ahead, chime in real fast.
I'm going to take my hand down. But no, I appreciate this meeting. And Nia, just like a huge shout out to you. Like that was like just being able to go through that exercise, even though it was you, I was kind of going through it on my own. So big shout out. And thank you for even having her, offering that opportunity for her to do that. Cause that blessed, I'm sure that blessed more than just Nia. And also one of the things, speaking of the jobs and things like that, I have a great job. However, one of the things that I will tell you, COVID taught me a lot. Even though I didn't lose anyone in my immediate family, we lost some very beautiful people. And what I learned is that as a consultant, my company didn't care, and it's a well-known firm, they didn't care that my children didn't have daycare. to go to. They didn't care. They expected me to be on a call with those clients, have it, because they wanted that revenue. And they make this is, it's Deloitte. It's huge, but they wanted that revenue. They didn't care about me. They didn't care about, kids not having daycare, me having to, do dual roles. That wasn't their concern at all. And as a result, I started thinking like, okay, what else is next for me? Because this is not my plan. This is not what God called me to do. And I started businesses. Even at that point, I started like a trucking business and I offloaded that to a family member. And then I started a cargo van business and I offloaded that because that's what it's about. And that's what I learned in 2020, not 2020, but during the COVID era, I learned the one thing that was the most valuable lesson. Even though it took out a lot of people, it taught me so much about me and how life, we used to always say life is short, but no, COVID taught us life is really short. Like it was right on death was on our doorstep, seriously. And so I just am ready for that next step. And I think that I've been following this team for a while here. So, I mean, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox, but I just want to thank you for your time this morning, because this has been a blessing, and even last night.
Right. So that's why when you say what you said, it's not a coincidence. This is confirmation, right? Everybody put that in the chat. Not coincidence, confirmation. See now, your job, right? Your place of employment, the 40, the 9 to 5, whatever you call it, is a stepping stone. But if you stay stoned, you get stepped on. Do I gotta run it back? Your job is a stepping stone. But if you stay stoned, meaning you do not move, you do not do anything, you do not take action above just coming to work, you will get stepped on. Okay, you got to go take your kids to daycare. I don't give a shit. Be here on time at 9:30 because that's what you signed up to do. You didn't sign your kids up. You signed up to do this work with you. So you take care of that. It got nothing to do with me. And rightfully so. We should never get mad at them for doing that. But we should get upset at ourselves for acting like we're the ones doing something when we're just following behind what other people is doing. It doesn't mean don't help people build businesses, because you need strategic partnerships. What I mean is don't stay stagnant within that world, because if you stay stoned, you will get stepped on. It's just a stepping stone for you to keep stepping up and get into that space. And we'll go through that. I'm gonna share with y'all later about the 4 levels of business, the 4 levels of value, so that way we can understand exactly that point and we can move on and be powerful within what we got going on, y'all. So with that, that's the end for today. I thank everybody for allowing us to go overtime with 10 extra minutes. So that's 20 minutes extra on that time that we went over. So I thank y'all for that 100%. Now we're going to close out. We're going to close out with some homework, and then we're also going to close out with a Cash App opportunity. Who here wants to make a Cash App opportunity? Anybody want to get Cash Apped? Let me know in the chat. If you want to get Cash App, put a 1 in the chat. This is a little fun part, right? This is a little fun part. But this is also just you being you. I'm not telling you to go out to do it for the Cash App, because if you are the slowest one, you're not going to get it, and you just did it for the Cash App, and now that's a reflection of who you are. But okay, cool. Sunshine, what's up, Sunshine? Can you give us the homework, and then can you give us the opportunity for the Cash App grab?
Absolutely, family. Okay, so for your homework today, you are to go to your Facebook. Hopefully everybody has joined the Facebook already, and you're going to go to your Facebook and you're just going to make a short video clip of how your accountability call was for you this morning. What did you get out of the call this morning? Now you're going to go over for your Cash App opportunity. You're going to go on gallery view. From your laptop or your phone. If you're on your phone, swipe over. If you haven't already, you should be able to see everybody. If you are on your laptop, you can click speaker view, or you can just hit view to see the gallery view. Please take a snapshot right now of everybody that's in front of you. You're going to go to Instagram. King Magic, can you please drop our Mindset Moguls Instagram, please? You're going to tag our Mindset Mogul, the first one to do so, of that snapshot that you are taking right now, and tagging the Mindset Mogul on his Instagram and writing a comment today about your accountability call will be the first one to get that Cash App prize. It's been amazing joining with you this AM on these accountability calls. We will see y'all tomorrow.
Hold on real quick. Let's bring Jasmine up real fast to drop us off with some energy, and then we're gonna take off. All right. Jasmine, can you come up for a quick 1 minute smoothie?
Let's go, energy coach. Where you at, Queen?
Oh, does she need to be like have her unmuted? Like send her the request to unmute.
I did.
Okay.
Here we go. Over here, pressing this button, man, hard. Great morning, family. As everyone said, I am the energy coach, right? Assisting you with prioritizing your focus, prioritizing your choices to build that confidence, to build and leverage these strategic partnerships. Listen, I want everyone to go out today and just be great. Anything that comes in your way, I want you to surpass it. Why? Because we have work to do. We are no longer getting stuff done just to get it done. We have work to do to reach the goals, reach the next steps, reach our accomplishments, and essentially get everything that we want out of this life, right? It's a blank canvas, but how we paint it, what we paint, that's up to us. That is up to us respectfully. So I want everyone, what we do today, be intentional in every single way possible, because everything that you do matters. So paint that canvas today. I am Jasmine Ruby, your energy coach, and I want to see everybody's artwork by the end of this week, okay? Because we buying back the block. Matter of fact, drop it in the chat. Buying back the block if y'all ready to buy back the block, okay? Because it's happening. Today is day one. Make sure y'all on time, ready, and intentional for class, but be great the entire day. The entire day. Let's go, family.
One thing I want to add, shout out to Jasmine. One thing I want to add. So when you go into the Facebook group, I want you to talk about what are you giving yourself permission to do, right? So the accountability call was great and all that, whatever. I want you to really talk about what are you giving yourself permission to do. Like this is about results, y'all. We want y'all to get the best results possible. So the one thing I need you to do is being able to share. It might be scary. It might feel weird. Just do it scared. Everybody clear? Put clear in the chat if everybody's clear or not. And then we're out of here. Right? Because we got things to do. We got to buy back this block, baby. And it's going to start right here, right now. Let's go. We got to buy back the block. It's going to start right here. It's going to start right now. All right? So peace, love, and beautiful energy to everybody. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Probably see y'all tonight on the call. But make sure you get there early, right? Early is 5 minutes, 10 minutes ahead of the time. We probably going to have a DJ there. I don't know. Let's just show up and let's get active, all right? Peace, love, beautiful energy. I'm out of here. Mindset Mogul. Peace.
Have an amazing day, everybody.